First things first, what exactly is self-assessment? It's a system used by HMRC to collect income tax from people who aren't taxed at source through pay like most employees are. This includes the self-employed, partners in a business, those with rental income, and many more. Now, why file online? Well, it's generally quicker, easier, and often cheaper than paper filing. You get instant confirmation of submission, and you have longer to file. The deadline for online submissions is usually the 31st of January following the tax year, whereas paper returns have an earlier deadline. The tax year runs from the 6th of April one year to the 5th of April the next. You'll need a few things. Your Unique Taxpayer Reference, UTR. This is your 10-digit identifier. You would have received this when you first registered for self-assessment. If you've lost it, you can retrieve it through your HMRC online account. Your national insurance number. You'll need this for identification purposes. Your government gateway login details. This is how you access HMRC's online services. If you don't have an account, you can easily create one on the HMRC website. Records of your income and expenses. This is the most important part. You need accurate records to ensure you're paying the correct amount of tax. What kind of records you should keep? This depends on your circumstances, but generally it includes, for the self-employed, invoices issued, receipts for business expenses like office supplies, travel, and stock, bank statements showing business income and outgoings. It's a good idea to use accounting software or spreadsheets to keep everything organized throughout the year. For landlords, records of rental income received, allowable expenses like property maintenance, insurance, and letting agent fees. For those with other income, records of interest earned, dividends received, or any other taxable income. Now let's walk through the online filing process. Go to the gov.uk website and search for self-assessment tax return. You'll find the link to the online service. Personal details, make sure these are up to date. Income, this is where you declare all your taxable income. Be meticulous. For the self-employed, you'll need to fill in details of your turnover and allowable expenses. Remember, you can only claim expenses that are wholly and exclusively for your business. For example, if you use your phone for both personal and business calls, you can only claim the business proportion of the bill. Expenses, as mentioned, accurate record keeping is vital here. Don't overclaim, as HMRC can investigate if they suspect anything. Allowances and reliefs. Make sure you're claiming any allowances you're entitled to, such as the personal allowance. Tax owed. The system will calculate how much tax you owe based on the information you've provided. Once you've completed all the sections, you'll be able to review your return before submitting it. Double check everything. Accuracy is key. After you've submitted your return, you'll receive confirmation from HMRC. You'll then need to pay your tax bill by the payment deadline, which is usually the 31st of January. You can pay online, by bank transfer, or by direct debit. Be aware that late payments can incur penalties. Filing your self-assessment tax return online might seem daunting at first, but with careful preparation and accurate record keeping, it can be a relatively straightforward process. By following these steps, you can ensure you're meeting your tax obligations and avoiding any penalties.